Hello, I am C-3PO, Human Cyborg Relations, and this is my counterpart, R2-D2. R2 says that 3 Sheets to the Mouse is an adult-themed podcast which contains content and language not suitable for younger listeners. What do you mean I'm prude? Well, just you reconsider that insult? Well, how rude. Well, I don't like you either.
I know it sounds sorted, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am given my dues. And injustice deliciously squared be prepared.
Hello everybody and welcome to 3 Sheets to the Mouse. We're 5 average guys with love for all things Disney, and joining me on tonight's little quickie we got here, we got Tim.
What? Who am I? What's happening?
And Adam.
How'd I get here?
And unfortunately we picked up a straggler from some other podcast, from the Whistlin Disney podcast. Brandt, welcome back.
I am lost.
As we all are. Tonight, you know what? We're here to just...
Scott, you did it again.
What?
You didn't introduce yourself.
Oh, yes, I am Scott. Look, I have a habit of just introducing my friends because...
For 2 years, nobody knew who he was.
My friends are the
man
most
with the voice.
But yes,
The guy with the voice.
I'm Scott. I'm here to introduce you to this quickie, and we're here to talk a little bit about some live entertainment. So, Brandt, take it away, because this is your thing right here.
All right. So now, top 3 Disney live action.
What?
We talked about today live entertainment. Yeah, live entertainment.
My eye is twitching.
No, Scott and I had a side conversation about top 3 live performances.
Live entertainment, best live entertainment at Disney right now.
World or land?
No, world.
World.
Oh.
Live entertainment.
Oh, and I said
in world.
I said Grand Floridian Society of Orchestras #1.
They're fun.
And then Off Kilter is #2.
Off Kilter's not
They're
there.
not there. Yeah.
I know.
That's what I said. I was like, they're not there.
I know.
Can't have that.
No, Yeehaw Bob's probably #2.
If we're talking about actually shows, I would actually say the Frozen sing-along.
Good thing we're not
It
recording.
depends on the hosts.
I had a lot of fun at that. I might have been drunk.
Those 2 hosts were amazing.
I'm still recording.
Oh,
I'm still recording too.
I'm still recording.
I might have been drunk, but I had a lot of fun with that. Let's see, live.
Okay, the 3 that I sent Scott were #1, Hoop-de-Doo.
Yes.
Well, y'all are biased because Tim got on stage and bared his ass for the entire.
It's not even that. It was. We had
It was a lot of fun.
It is.
Dude,
But the problem I can see
for
with
live
that,
entertainment.
the problem I can see with that, it's the group you're with.
Yes.
I went in January with my family who were born as piss, and we had a good time. We didn't have. I will admit, even my family didn't have nearly as much fun as we did with y'all because we got fucking rowdy. But we had a good time. It was just as enjoyable with the table of people that were there to enjoy it for the first time with no expectations, and it was great. I just think, and the crazy thing is I want to say there were 3 guys, 3 girls performers, or 4 and 4, 3 and 3.
I think it's 4
Three
and
and
4.
I think it's
No, it's 3 and 3, and then the girl host.
Okay.
Maybe
I've
so.
seen the show.
But it was
show on YouTube.
if it was 7 of them, 6 of them were the same people we had, and they were amazing. The nerdy guy with the kind of twangy accent, he was there. He fucking kills it.
Yeah, that guy was the star of the show.
I've seen the
He
show on
fucking
YouTube.
kills
It's
it.
fun. It's certainly
Exactly.
fun. There's no doubt about it.
I enjoyed
Yeah.
it a lot.
So-
I had a lot of fun.
So that's my #1, and I'm going to go in a crazy order. That's my #1. My #3 is Grand Society Orchestra because I think I could sit there and listen to them every
all
note
day.
they played
Yes.
All day, every
the whole night. If I got there when they started, I could sit at Meisner's and run my tab up till oblivion. and listen to them play all day.
If you had, first of all, if you paired a whiskey with that, that's what I would pair that Colonel E.H. Taylor single barrel.
See, but I'd have to be so careful with that because I could see myself getting stupid drunk and singing along with the band.
No, I would want Scott, but this is where I think that this is where if I had.
Well, that might happen because we're staying at the Grand Floridian in September.
So this is where I think if I had nothing to do, I would. If I had nothing to do for the afternoon, I knew I was going to be there. This is where I'd possibly pay for an M, and I would drink it for 2 hours.
Whoa.
So what I'm
we talked about
is September we have to get Brandt a free afternoon.
Brandt's paying for M.
And Brandt is paid for an M for all of us to try.
But I've got to make it last for like 3 hours.
Yes,
so.
but
it's kind of just.
You do realize it's $300.
This could be arranged.
It's $300 for a half ounce.
Speaking of M,
but just like we said,
they might have a replacement for Daniel Craig.
Yeah, I know. This is his last film.
Yeah, well, the front runner is Cillian Murphy from Peaky Blinders.
Ooh,
I'm okay with that.
He's a front runner right now.
So Scott,
first of all, as long as it's not Idris Elba, I don't like him for Bond.
No, he doesn't make sense for Bond.
Idris Elba's in some shit right now.
What's his second or your? Wait, what's your second? I think you did your first and your third, but not your second.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. But I was going to tell Scott though. It's kind of like we just talked about with the rare cask. Like you want to make it last all day. I feel like that's the kind of drink I want to have and listen to the Grand Society Orchestra. I want to have a drink that I can drink all day. Adam talked about having drinks that he's like I can just pound this like that rare cask type drink I could drink all day. So the only thing I think that is better, y'all gonna fucking shit your pants when I say this. Scott already knows, but the only thing I think that's better than Grand Society Orchestra, that's number 2, is the fucking macaws in Animal Kingdom.
That's not live entertainment.
Wait, what?
That is live entertainment.
They're live.
That's
fucking
not that. No.
Wait, what?
No.
They don't do anything. Though.
Right, Adam. Right.
Dude, Brett, I love you.
Have you stood right there and watched those birds?
They fly 50 fucking feet.
They fly and then they go away. What?
It is majestic. It is beautiful. It is. You can't go. Where else are you going to go that you get to have that experience?
The Caribbean.
Foot above
Almost any place in the Caribbean.
Not that trained and controlled.
World, yeah.
Parrot World.
I would honestly say that the drummers over by Dawa Bar are better live entertainment.
They're loud, though.
They're
the
loud.
only reason why I enjoy that is if I have a kid.
I've danced with those guys.
Dapper Dans. I mean,
Dapper Dans.
Dapper Dan.
Forgot about the Dapper Dans.
These are all great.
And listen to them.
Oh, if you could get a drink.
Well, you could, but you had to bring your own in.
If you could get a drink on Main Street and just
Miami
chill
Mafia
on Main
teacup.
Street and listen to the Dapper Dans, I would do that day in and day out. I love
just
the Dapper
sit
Dans.
there and enjoy. Yeah, I could picture. It would have to be like some sort of like easy like Arnold Palmer, a spiked Arnold Palmer, or like a mint julep or something stupid.
Oh, a
and
mint
ridiculous.
julep would be perfect.
Exactly, just
All right,
something.
well,
I'll do a spiked tea, man. Bourbon and
just
iced tea.
something ridiculous
Come
like
on,
that
give me-
would be fun.
Give me your top 3. Scott will just roll an intro into this and it's done.
Oh, I'm gonna
Go ahead, Tim.
add this onto the back of last week's episode.
Go ahead, Tim. Top 3.
Definitely the Grand Floridian Orchestra.
At 3?
No, probably 2.
Okay.
I say Dapper Dans is probably 3. And I'm gonna say the Streetmosphere in Hollywood Studios.
Oh yes, damn it,
I love watching them.
damn it, those guys are great.
all right.
Especially if you get the one that plays what's her face?
Carlotta.
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 You get her?
So when you think about it, you thought that there's not that much amazing, but now it's like, man, I need to make a top 10 because all of these that y'all said, I'm like, fuck yeah, that's right
You know,
there.
forget about
people say we go to
Streetmosphere.
Disney just for like the attractions and the rides, but there's so much more.
Dude, so
I've
much.
had
so much
more fun looking at interacting with the Streetmosphere and interacting with like the parts that you skip over than any attraction I've ever been on in any park.
Like this.
I've heard the band at the Edison is amazing.
There's a band at the Edison.
I've heard there is.
I didn't know that. I really will have to check them out one day.
Don't stop believing. There's a band.
The citizens of Main Street as well. I mean, the fire chief and the mayor of Main Street.
The ladies on Main Street are
They're
killer.
so great.
Yes.
I don't remember their names. I know there's a piano teacher, and I can't remember
The piano teacher, the mayor's wife.
Yes, they're always killer, and they're always so much fun.
And the best part is, the really best part is, with those people and the Stratosphere in Hollywood studios, they take pride in their job. They really do.
You know, I can't even say they take. I wouldn't. They make it fun. You can tell they're enjoying their time there. It's not even the pride. Because pride is one thing. Pride is very boastful a lot of the time. The way I feel and the way I see it is that they're having fun playing. And you don't get that in a lot of jobs. You don't get that in a lot of prideful jobs. It's all about what I can do for you. And as a proud person, you kind of look at it that way. They are much more about that interplay with you when they're interacting with you. It's not so much a pride.
And they love it when guests play back with them. Because we were actually at lunch at Brown Derby.
Oh, this is sick.
And the actress who plays Carlotta
favorite.
And the one that just passed away literally sat down at our table with us and was chatting with us like a half an hour.
I called her out of character and I called her Carlotta.
Yeah. And she knew. She's like, right away, she's like, okay.
But
we're not
she
gonna
gave me
go
a
there
wink
yet.
and that made me happy because that's all it takes. But, oh my gosh.
All right, so Adam, what about your top three?
My top three still, number 2 would be Grand Floridian. The orchestra Grand Floridian is awesome.
They're
it's
really
just
good.
Something that everybody who walks in there is affected by, in one way or another.
Absolutely.
It
is such a fitting atmospheric addition to that lobby.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
Like it would not be the same thing with that music piped through speakers.
No.
Yeah, and what's amazing is that their band actually faces the lobby, but you can hear them throughout the Misner's Lounge, throughout the seating up there, and throughout the lobby. And when you walk in the evenings, and it's you're transported back in time because of that band.
There's a comfort level there. There's just, I don't know how they pull it off, but they make this grand hotel feel almost homely.
Yes, absolutely.
I agree.
Okay, so you're number 2.
I keep on wanting to go to Disneyland, and this is awful, but I'm trying not to. Has to be Frozen. The Frozen sing-along. Sounds stupid, and it's down, but I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed myself there, and a lot of it's adult comedy, and that's what I get off on. I get off on that, like, tongue-in-cheek kind of stuff that's kind of flying over certain people's head that other people are not necessarily catching on to, that I'm hysterical laughing at.
No, absolutely. I mean, that's what made Shrek and the Lego Movie palatable to the adults that are taking their kids to those movies, that there's a little bit of adult comedy there.
That's what makes Country Bear Jamboree Sydney's favorite attraction.
It's fair.
Blood on the saddle.
All right, so number 1, Adam.
Tears are your chaser to your beer.
Hands down, and I can't narrow it down to, I have to say almost all the street atmosphere.
Yeah, they are really
I can't
good.
narrow it down to just one person, but I mean, if you take time to interact and take 5 minutes out of your day, you're going to have a good time. There has not been one time where I didn't either sit and watch it or watch other people get drawn into it or myself get drawn into it, where it's just the amount of work that goes into making something look and feel that effortless is mind-blowing. And there is stuff that is thrown at them. You want to talk about improv
And ad-libbed.
and they can tell when something's failing, and they will change it on a dime. And to sit there and have that happen literally right in front of you, it's amazing to me, and it's so smart and so well done. So, there's great atmosphere. If they ever get rid of them, I'm going to be pissed off.
Yeah, me too. I think it's telling that none of us has picked Festivals of the Lion King or Nemo.
They're okay. I've said it before.
They're okay.
They're
They're
good.
great productions, but I like the intimacy of the smaller,
Yeah,
I agree.
I've said it before.
crafty acting, if you will.
Yeah, I've said it before. I think they're wonderful performances, but they're not great.
No, it's not only that. They're just that. They're performances.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if you release this and I didn't say Festival of the Lion King, Cindy's probably gonna kill me. But luckily, Cindy's probably not gonna hear this.
I'll tell her. I can tell her.
But
that's fine. That's fine. Whatever.
But their performances, they're the same show day in and day out. There's no like improv. There's no change. There's no
nuance to the show.
Okay. So let's just talk about this for 2 seconds. Okay, so same thing, but just think about that show is very repetitive. It's the same scene after the same scene. But so is Hoop-Dee-Doo. But I feel like Hoop-Dee-Doo is.
It's not. I disagree with that.
No, it's not though. But Hoop-Dee-Doo is a lot of ad-libs. Hoop-Dee-Doo gets ad-libbed, I think.
When you think
I agree.
Think about the birthday songs.
Yeah, and the Where You're From songs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like,
so
what I'm saying, but what I guess I'm saying is it's the same bit, but it does every night have its kind of own flow.
Man, who knew we got a quickie out of this? Because now I got enough for a quickie.
but you see, the thing is with Hoop-Dee-Doo, again, it's smart and there's audience participation. It's not Lion King where you're sitting there and watching a show. It's not Nemo when you're sitting there and watching.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's way.
With Lion King, if you don't get the gift, it's not good.
Oh, so bad, so bad. There was no
if the
other
gift
word
isn't
for
performing.
it.
It's not a good show.
Yeah, look, there's plenty of great. And actually, I'm kind of mad at myself that I did not mention one of my favorite musical performances, and that's Mariachi Cobre. I love sitting. I love sitting back.
The Mexican
okay,
yeah.
And not gonna lie, all bets are off until I see that Coco show.
I know. I can't wait.
Well, and it's a fun fact. Mariachi Cobre is the only act that's been around since the opening
of Epcot. Yeah, they've been around since 1982.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love.
And some of the members are still original members.
Mm-hmm. I love Mariachi Cobre. I am so excited to see the Coco thing. That comes out in
next month. April.
It should be out next month. Yep.
When we're there.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. It'll be out over there.
Another performer we didn't talk about, Scott. You said your top 3?
Did I say my top 3? Oh yeah. Well, I did, but it was kind of tongue in cheek because I included Off Kilter.
Okay.
Yes, because he cheated.
Oh, that's right. We stopped you at Off Kilter, but you told me a number 3 earlier that we haven't talked about yet tonight.
What's that?
Well, it was we talked about it in this past week's episode, in the episode.
Well, I said Yeehaw Bob.
Have y'all both seen Yeehaw Bob?
No.
We keep on meaning to, and it's one of those things that just
the problem is, unless you're at the resort and you check them out, it's hard to get to for that. It really is.
Cindy and I went one time distinctively. I take it back. We didn't. We saw Yeehaw. We ate at Boatwright's and saw Yeehaw Bob.
Yes.
And then when we were staying there, we saw Yeehaw Bob. No, I lied on top of a lie. In January, we went to see Yeehaw Bob, distinctively to see Yeehaw Bob, but after seeing him 2 times before, because the resort drew us there either by staying there or by Boatwrights. So originally, we didn't go see Yeehaw Bob just to see.
Also, I mean, look, there's tons of honorable mentions that I keep thinking of. The Irish Dancers at Raglan Road.
Yep.
Fantastic.
They always change.
They do. They change in and out, but it's such a great show, and honestly, like, it's so family friendly that my son was dancing on stage with them at one point.
I don't get the love for this place, and I know I'm going to get hate from it, but
I'm Irish and I don't get the love for this place.
I love this place.
I've been to Irish bars, and there's nothing like this. Ever.
Num num wings.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Food is good. Food is good.
Food is really good. The Guinness burger is really good.
But again, I've been to Irish pubs in New York.
You don't like the Celtic dancers?
I just think it's weird.
It's
didn't
kitschy.
expect again. Growing to Irish pubs in New York, this is not what I expect from it. I don't expect Celtic dancers at any given moment in a real Irish pub.
So I got one. What about the chair guy in France?
Chair guy scares me. He gives me such anxiety watching him. I can't watch it.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I mean, if you go through World Showcase, I mean, every country has
The
live
drummers,
performances.
love the drummers.
The drummers in China?
In Japan?
Yes.
In Japan.
Yes.
Oh, there's
Japan.
China.
No,
Oh, China has the acrobat girls.
Yeah, well, China now has a stripper pole.
Hot.
Huh?
Do they really?
I'm telling you. We walked by there. It was night, and I turned to my left and I say, that acrobat's on a stripper pole.
Hot.
Here you go. The juggler in Italy.
Yeah.
Jungle in Italy is fun.
The Italy used to.
The Viking streetmosphere in Norway was amazing.
But they just walk around, right?
Well, they just walk around.
Well, don't forget
and
the,
bully people.
Yeah.
But can we talk about the Muppets Mobile Lab?
Yeah, but I've never seen that. That's like a
it's so
figment of my
much fun.
imagination.
It's very rare. I don't know if they still do it, but it was even when they were doing it, it was very rare. We caught it twice.
Oh well,
There's a
hey,
lot of
we'll
fun.
go classic. That's still there. The Jameters.
Jameters was my next one.
Yeah.
I mean, they're loud and it's like Stomp, but in a much more confined setting.
Where is that at? I've never seen that.
They usually come out right at that kind of like that breezeway when you come out from Intervention.
Heading towards Figment or heading towards Ellen.
Yeah, coming from the land and heading towards Figment.
They're
I
right.
totally
yeah.
forgot that something didn't make Scott's list.
What?
Voices of Liberty.
Oh fuck yes!
Liberty too.
Oh damn it! Yes. No.
You know, go see these smaller live performances because they're amazing to watch. And if you don't, they're gonna go away.
Oh yeah. No.
it's a
Voices
shame
of
if they
Liberty.
go
Literally listening to the Voices of Liberty, I got chills listening
Yes,
to them.
they're amazing.
Tim, but I understand, Tim, what you're saying, though, is there's people talk about the attractions. There's so much more to see than just freaking rides.
I agree.
There's so much more to see. The live entertainers kind of make Disney.
Yeah,
Imagine what it would be without those live entertainers.
it'd be another amusement park.
Since we've kind of joined DVC, we've now had 2 trips a year, 3 trips a year planned so that we can go multiple times. And much more of it is spent just being in the ambiance of the parks and being in front of these live performances.
I agree with that. It's not even...
Rather than running ride to ride.
Because you don't have to go see everything because you don't know when you're going to come back next. You know you're going to come back
Exactly.
soon, so you're like, okay, we'll take our time. We'll see. Just meander. Let's walk around.
I can tell you, the first time Tim and I went to the park, I had a schedule and a spreadsheet, and we are doing this, we are doing this, we are doing this.
We
We have
commando
no time.
every day for 10 days. By the time we got home, I needed a vacation.
And we have
for
no
a week.
time to stop for characters, for Streetmosphere. We have no time for any of it. We're going.
Now, I mean, last trip, I think we averaged maybe 2 or 3 attractions a day.
But
Yeah.
we did so much.
That's what we do. We do fast pass and get out of there.
But we did so much more.
Yeah.
Where we took
There's so much more
time
to see.
to enjoy all the other stuff that's available to you. I love the attractions, don't get me wrong, and there are certain attractions I will always go on. Well, here's a question for you, and Scott's gonna probably kick me in the face for this too, but would you consider what is it called? Why can't I think of the name of it right now? Boat ride. Why can't I think of the name? Backside of Water.
Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise. Would you consider that live entertainment?
No, because they are scripted, and it's sort of...
So is most of the other live entertainment.
Yeah, but scripted for me is... and that's why I didn't really consider
still an
Frozen as a live entertainment, only because it is somewhat scripted, but they do get to play off the audience. They do get to ad-lib. Jungle Cruise used to be like that. Not so much anymore. They're very much more resigned to their script.
I've realized if there are a lot more adults,
They get a
on the
little...
show,
Yeah.
they'll still do it, yeah.
Okay.
Plus, I mean, Jungle Cruise, it's a great attraction, but it's just that. It's an attraction.
Yeah.
It's not... I don't consider it really live.
Just ask.
Okay, so real quick, as we wrap up this quickie, because now I've actually
The
got...
surprise quickie.
I've got enough for a quickie now.
So you got 4 episodes. You got 4 episodes at it now. It's one night.
It's fine. I don't need sleep. Worst live entertainment that you've ever seen in the parks?
Ooh.
I know mine already.
I
Do we
want to
count-
say... Go ahead.
Go ahead. You go first.
I want to say the creepy clown thing over in Canada. That was just fucking weird for a little way.
Clown thing.
It was just strange. Yeah, and I don't remember what it was called, but there was this creepy like circus weirdness that went on there for a very little while.
I don't remember this. This must have been before my time.
Probably. It was just strange.
All right, what about you, Brandt?
I don't know. That's kind of tough because I guess most of the time if I'm not enjoying it, I just really walk away. I'm not a massive fan of the new Main Street welcome at the castle.
Ooh,
I
you are
liked
100% right on that.
Yes.
Oh, you are.
Give me back my
100%
fucking
right.
train show.
I like the one at the train. Definitely like the one at the train station.
I get
better.
why they had to do it. I get the reasons why, but it's not the same feel.
See, I disagree. I don't get the reasons why, because it's just that much
It's just
more
as crowded.
It's worse, if anything, because nobody's quite sure where to go now. And unless you're...
Do I go watch the show, or do I go
Right.
line up in a hub, or
That's what you have. You have people lining up at the spokes, just getting ready for the rope drop, and they're not even paying attention to the
Honestly,
stage show. Which the stage show is not as good as the train show.
I've got a
I'm just
perfect
saying.
solution for Disney. You let those people that want to run to their attractions, let them in and let them go line up at the hubs. The people that want to watch the train show, stay back at the Main Street station and watch the train station show.
Yep.
See, but the confusion happens with that show, because I've been in that mess. It's like, well, do I go line up? Do I go watch the stage show? Is the stage show going to be worth it? And for me, it's not. At this point, I don't like it.
No.
No, but if they bring back the train show,
I watch that train show.
Clang, clang,
hands
clang
down.
with the trolley. I watch that every day.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Bring back the train show, but open up the park and let people and tell and cast members can sit there and do that and say, if you want to go line up for attractions, move this way, move this way, move this way.
But I think the reason why they did it was greed.
Of course they did.
Of course they did.
And the reason why they did it is because Starbucks is open, the Emporium's open, so people can get their shopping done before their day actually starts.
And again, I don't mind that section, because if I arrive at rope drop, say 30 minutes before, and I can run over, grab a cup of coffee, come back and watch the train show, I'll gladly do it.
But you're not running
I know
to
you're
buy
not.
a cup of coffee. There's no way. The line's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So
But that's fine. Open it up, still have the train show. That's my solution.
give me my train show
Yeah.
back.
Tim, what about you?
Are we counting that horrible laser light fucking Voyage of the Little Mermaid show? Because that is fucking horrible.
Mikey just
It's kind of like
Mikey just
actually,
threw
'cause
down
there's-
his phone. He's like, "Son of a bitch!"
I guess it is live. It's not an attraction. I guess.
I would
It's
consider
technically
that
live
an
actress.
attraction.
It's technically
She's
an
live
attraction.
actress, though.
I haven't seen it, and I can't tell you how long, but I
I
would
don't
consider
either.
that.
Ethan made me walk out of it after 15 seconds, and I thank him every day for it.
The first time we watched it was the first time we went together in 2006, and then we made our families watch it in 2007. Because it was like, if we had to sit through it, you got to sit through it.
Again, this is I am hitting every attraction I can hit.
Oh, it's horrific.
So,
And that was the last time we ever saw it.
I'm surprised no one mentioned this in my worst attraction, and only because, Brandt, what's my biggest soft spot for live entertainment at Disney World?
Canada?
Off Kilter. My worst,
So you don't like?
Or log rolling.
the Lumberjacks was the worst ever live entertainment.
The new band that's there now is amazing.
No, they're
new
really
band is
good.
really
the new
good.
bands are good. The Lumberjack show.
French Canadian rock
The
band.
Lumberjack show was awful.
Yeah, no one mentioned the British Revolution.
They weren't
They're
awful.
mediocre.
They're not
They're
awful.
okay.
No, on the live side. I think.
I don't know if I consider them great, but I wouldn't consider them
Yeah,
awful.
they're a Beatles cover band and like a dime a dozen.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't
They played
believe...
like Bowie and
Wait.
Queen and other shit.
Wait. I can't believe nobody mentioned for their worst, and I want to change my worst now. Free daps.
I've never seen them perform, so I can't.
yeah, I've never seen them perform live. I've seen them on YouTube. Yes, they are horrible.
Free daps.
Are they still there? Are they still?
No, they're gone.
Just that name. Just that name is.
They're long
The
gone.
name's bad.
Oh yeah, that was terrible. It was a bad time in Disney performances. Also, one other really good band, honorable mention, Mulch, Sweat, and Shears.
Fun. Yes,
Lots
very
of
much
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
It was like
a lot of
What is
good
that? I
entertainment.
don't know what that is.
so that was at Hollywood Studios for like a decade and a half, and
Yeah.
they would do like 90s rock cover stuff. But it was all like landscapers playing instruments. It was really cool.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Well, I can't say anything about that. I can't sleep on a lot of the downtown Disney entertainment. Do I know half of their names? That's why they didn't make my list.
No, they change it. They're interchangeable.
But the few that we saw during the Party for the Senses were amazing.
Oh, there's a duo. The guy who was playing guitar, and the other guy was. There's an actual name for this instrument, but it's a wooden box that they just bang on.
A cajon.
Oh yeah, the thing from Cat McPhee's Black Horse and the Cherry Tree.
Yes.
Cajon.
Yeah,
What?
and they were absolutely amazing.
Brett said. But they were awesome. We had a lot of fun. So, I mean, there's a lot of good entertainment.
We also had a lot of alcohol.
Well, that also
You have
equates to a lot of fun.
alcohol.
No, look, there's plenty to do at Disney World that is live entertainment. A lot of fun down there. Definitely go check it out. Check out your local entertainment. Check out your entertainment guide that you get on your My Disney Experience app. Check out the In Parks entertainment guide. Mo Rockin' was one of my favorite. I know they've been replaced since then, but
All right, then I'm sleeping in another special mention. And if you keep on asking,
It's going to be go from a quickie to a regular episode.
because I'm saying the Sanderson sisters during Halloween Horror Night. Halloween Horror Nights. No, I'm
Halloween.
sorry.
Yeah, Mickey's not so
Mickey's not
scary.
so scary. Very
Villain
merry,
spectacular,
happy,
spectacular.
spectacular,
Very
boo.
Because let me tell you something. There is a lot of lip syncing that goes on at the Disney parks for those stage shows and all that stuff. The three Sanderson sisters, not lip synced whatsoever.
No, and she's freaking
Talented.
You can imitate Bette Midler doing "I Put a Spell on You" is an awesome time.
Well, Bette Midler saw that show and she was floored by it. So, you know what? If you're down there for Halloween, check it out. Quickie show was a lot of fun. A lot of fun on here. Guys, Adam, give me some closing remarks tonight.
Well, this was kind of a pleasant surprise that we kind of just pulled this together literally in 5 minutes. Thank you, Brandt, for joining us. And we look forward to seeing y'all in a couple weeks. We'll be down in 4 weeks running a whole bunch of stupid Star Wars races. So we look forward to seeing all our Disney runners, our 3 Sheets to the Mouse finish line competitors. I am not fast, so I'll probably be towards the back, but we look forward to seeing you all. There will be more information, like where we'll try to meet up before the races. I know a bunch of us are just kind of walking the 5K, so there'll be more notifications coming up in like another week or so.
I want to see video of you guys power walking through the 5K.
No, it's walking.
Mall walking.
You
are very confused. Power walking will be through the 10K, and running will actually be through the half. So,
how many deep are y'all on like the largest race, the largest cheater race?
The largest one is 10K.
10K
is the largest.
10K is almost always the largest.
And I think there's probably about 20 of us.
Well, 10K's
and just
10K's manageable. It's what 6.2.
6.2.
Yeah, 6.2 miles.
6.2.
And I'm just saying there might be spots open, not for the 10, but I'm pretty sure there were a few spots open for the 5 in the challenge. If you're looking to challenge yourself, we'll all support you doing it. So,
I could do a 5K tomorrow.
So sign up for it. Come down in April. I might have a room for you.
It's not time.
The problem is the amount of drinks that Sydney could buy for that entry fee.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, but there's a medal and there's bling involved.
There's bling.
I mean, you guys convince her. I'm in.
All you need to tell.
So you're running too? Wait. Did I just hear Brent's doing a 5K?
If Sydney does it, I'm doing it.
Oh, now Sydney's going to do it.
Oh, I'm going to text her right now.
All right, so look, definitely check out the Facebook group, facebook.com/group/3sheets. That's where you're going to find the information at the top of the page. Just pinned to the announcements for the Star Wars weekends running events. It's 5K, 10K, half marathon. Is there a marathon for that? No, just
a half.
All right, so all those running events, check it out. If you're going to be down there, do not miss out on being part of Three Sheets Nation. We've had people that have found the group recently, sheeted up. It's a lot of fun, so make sure you do that. Tim, give me some closing remarks.
I still don't even know what happened tonight. We were in the speakeasy 1 minute, and then the next minute we're in the clubhouse. I don't know what happened.
It happens.
I think there was a TARDIS involved, and I don't know. But
wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey.
Timey-wimey and all that shit. But there's a lot of alcohol involved, so.
Hey, that's what makes it fun.
Absolutely.
All right, Brandt. By the way, you're not getting your Whistlin Disney thing on this one. You get one every 6 months.
That's all right. No plugs and no plugs needed for that. No, man, this was awesome, man. Like Tim said, one minute we were having a couple extra scotches on the night, and then now we're talking Disney, which I absolutely love. But to kind of echo everything everyone said, if you're coming down in April, don't be a stranger. Reach out. There's no one out there that is we've met for the first time or has met us for the first time that hasn't just felt like immediate family. I can tell you, just a couple weeks ago we were in New Orleans.
Wait, who went to New Orleans?
Yeah, exactly.
Never heard of it.
I've been to Gonzales, but I've never been to New Orleans.
Yeah. But Sydney, Tim, me, James, we all have all met. We met 4 new sheeters in New Orleans, and instantly we're family. We love everybody. We all have this common bond, and I feel like when Disney, something that's that positive is the common bond, everybody just gets along and kind of enjoys it. So if you're going to be there in April, 4th through 8th, and a little bit on each side of that, that's the weekend. That's the weekend.
Yeah,
3rd through 9th or 10th or 11th or whatever.
We're
there Wednesday through Wednesday, whatever the hell that is.
So yeah, it's like 3rd through 11th. So if you're there that weekend and surrounding dates, just reach out on the Facebook page. Someone's going to be there, and most likely would love to have a drink with you.
Especially if you're buying. No.
Well, no, yeah, especially if you're going to buy.
Especially if you're going to meet us at Meisner's and there's a letter M involved. I don't know what we're talking about.
Exactly.
Or Louis Trey. They do sell Louis Trey as well.
When we got home from New Orleans, we stopped at the duty-free shop, and they had a bottle of Louis Trey.
How much was it?
$3,000.
Oh, man.
That's cheap as far as Louis Trey.
That's not bad.
That's
not bad.
It's not happening.
It's heavy.
It is
It's
heavy.
heavy.
I love that cognac so much, but no.
I'll tell you what, that Martell XO is 1% of that price at, what, $200 a bottle? $189 a bottle for that? That Martell XO was amazing. I literally text Brandt after I finished that, and I was like, I looked up this bottle. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good. But hey, just make sure you're there in April. If you're there in April, you reach out for sure. There's some stuff coming in September as well. We have the big summer blowout happening, and we're getting close to approaching figuring out what we're going to do as a group for that. No big details yet because there's 1,000 options because you guys are fucking crazy.
Yeah, this is probably the biggest group we've had yet.
Yeah, the real problem is we went from 35 people who were interested in hanging out with us to 60. And now we're having a real issue of trying to figure out where we're all going to fit.
I think we're going to have to start renting out the Atlantic Dance Hall soon.
That's what we just said. Nobody's in there anyway. So we could.
I'm thinking like $15 an hour would be a positive income for that place.
They're like, please come here. We'll throw drinks at you.
It's kind of like on Bourbon Street where they've got the 3-for-1 beer sign.
I remember getting drinks thrown at me.
Yeah. So look, A lot of fun tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I want to say, from all of us here at Three Sheets to the Mouse, thank you for making our show part of your Disney life. Thank you for your time this time, and until next time, so long for just a while.